Welcome to Comet. I am Gretel from Customer Success, and in this video, I will walk you through the steps to deploy Comet by manual installation, as well as using our silent install process for mass deployment through your RMM. Let's get started. Before downloading and installing the Comet agent to your endpoint, there are some pre-deployment steps that you can prepare for a smoother, faster setup. There are some features of the Comet backup agent that you can configure in the management console, such as rebranding of the agent installer and interface. If you do rebrand the client software, we strongly encourage configuring code signing. Please refer to our guide linked below for more information on how we support code signing. It is also possible to configure messages that appear to end users in the agent. This feature is called Device News, and this can be configured in the management console as well. At this point, you may have also created a user profile in the management console. We covered this step in the previous video in this series. You can create and apply policies to users before deployment. With policies, you can set restrictions and rules that apply to the endpoint that you register to a certain user profile. If using Comet hosted, you would already have Comet storage configured as a storage template. You may also have the option to configure your own storage type as a template. This will allow you to automatically request a storage vault for your devices without having to manually configure your storage bucket. Now, here are the steps to manually download and install the Comet backup agent on an endpoint so you can start configuring your backups. In your Comet management console, go to Download Backup Agent. You can download the installer from here. There is an installer for Windows, Mac OS, Linux, and Synology. In this video, we will install the Comet backup agent on a Windows device. After downloading, extract the installer. Launch the installer and follow the prompts. The agent has now been installed. To register this device to the Comet management console, you will need to log in to a user profile in the console. The advanced option will show the Comet management console URL where the installer was downloaded from and which this device will be registered to. Going back to the management console, these are the user profiles you can register your device to. I will log in the agent to this user profile. As you can see, a set of policies has already been applied to this user. Going back to the Comet agent, I have now put in the username and password for that user profile. Click on Register to complete the login. You can now start configuring backups on this device. Back in the Comet management console, you will now see the device registered to this user profile. And a storage vault has also been requested from the pre-configured storage template and is ready to be used as a backup location. In the Protected Items tab, you can start to add and manage backups on the device remotely from the management console. Next, let us have a look at the silent install process to mass deploy Comet through your RMM. There are two ways to mass deploy Comet on your infrastructure. You can perform a remote registration by deploying the client first and then registering the devices later. This does not require the user credentials to be included in the script. Do note that there is the additional step of registering the devices to users in the management console later on. It is also possible to register your endpoint to the management console during deployment. Do note that the username and password will then be included in the deployment script, so the credentials may be exposed. To begin deployment, download the installer and run the deployment script in your RMM. There are sample RMM deployment scripts in the knowledge base, which is linked below. In this video, we are running an RMM script without the username and password. In the Comet Management Console, the devices will show as unregistered devices. In the Devices tab, you can register the devices to a user profile. Just click on Register here. Select the user you would like to register this device to, and then supply the password. Then click on Save. The device is now registered. It is also possible to bulk register devices. To do so, select the devices to register. After selecting the devices, click on Bulk Actions and click on Register. Select the user profiles you would like to register the devices to. Then click on Save. If you click on the username here, you will be able to access the user profile that the device is registered to. You can start running backups when the devices go online. If you have not yet set up users at this point, please refer to the guide linked below for steps on how to set up users. We have come to the end of this video. Please refer to the guides linked below for more information on deploying Comet. In the next video, we will cover the steps to configure a Comet backup schedule. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.